Reaver versus Ion. I think it's a comp that really leverages the strength of Penguin here. You don't really need too much like power to crack open the site if your high rank is just on that neon and can run everything down, right? And then you have the double sent to util to really lock things down on defense. But they are starting attack here, so we'll see how that goes, especially up against Jetcracker. End off game. You got this. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I think the biggest thing about seeing these two um, teams here is we're just looking at how their high ranks perform. I think in these top heavy matches, like there are two kind of factors, right? One is can your mid-level players like step up, get a couple of crucial kills, and then the other thing is just are your high rank players performing to the level that they should be? And I don't know. That's kind of what we're gonna see here today. Seeing some pre-round friendly banter already. Looks like the emotions for both teams are alive and well.
I'm out of here.
What a punish. Like Albertchen might be trying to get a little bit aggressive here, but no, staying within range of the TP.
They found my trap.
Look at this timing here. What does he decide to do? Getting split on. He needs to get one, and that isn't. Looking so hard.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Oh.
Flash!
Flawless.
It's a big first round there. I think the big thing is, you know, they were able to pressure mid and just get a really early punish.
Okay, I've apparently just been DM'd that apparently my mic was off this whole time on stream. This is fantastic.
Amazing. Truly the production quality of Clarence at Berkeley is unparalleled.
Your voice is your voice is carrying this stream though, so all good.
Just like normal, just like normal.
Of course, of course.
I'm out of here.
Albert's able to get out this time though.
Wow. Look at that.
Okay, Penguin sprays down Jetcracker through the smoke.
They're trying to reflood here fast. That volley will delay. There's one in the site. Are they aware here of Lost in the Sauce?
I don't think so, but it shouldn't matter because Eco is just going in and he's kissing Dragidon. And now Lost in the Sauce, he is going to take down one, takes down two. But no joy with that Marshall is going to clean it up.
Yeah, I think Ion's plan here is, you know, they don't have the info initiator. They aren't able to, you know, sniff out those positions, but it doesn't really matter when you can just send Shri in. It looks like we might have a little bit of encouragement going on in spawn, you know, trying to pep up the team.
Yeah. Yeah. Eco looks like he's just gonna be on a bandit though. Spectres and on everyone else. Vandal over on Penguin, not Not really abusing the shotgun.
Find you.
Part of what makes Neon so strong. I was gonna go out onto A and see nothing, but Eco shoulder caught out. Jetcracker finds that first pick.
Gotta go.
Big play. Looks like they might be pivoting. Early TP forced out. I mean, that's that chamber, like,
Go, go, go.
and that's the chamber down. Just punish, but I mean, it looks like,
There's a double crunch here on mid.
yeah, could get a little bit dangerous here for Team Ion.
They should know everyone's just corralled towards this B
Anywhere.
area. But Lost in the Sauce, he will find one despite the initial
Spike
whiff.
down. Attacker spawn.
Are they ready? Big kill from Henry. Gets out. Bringing those numbers back to the lead for Team Reaver here. Yeah,
This fight with Korkio is going to be huge, and low quick with that trigger there.
yeah, sprinting over to the A site, but I mean, it just looks like
Go, go, go.
read
You're
here.
dead.
Or Reaver have the read here. Penguin running in,
30
trying to get the
seconds
bomb
left.
down, maybe trying to get a kill. That's a big one. Equalizing those numbers, and Korkio's now on the site. Henry, good patience here, waiting for the tap. Finds a great timing, but I mean,
Penguin's going to be
able
stuck here, though.
scale.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Big
Jetcracker
kill.
finds one. Penguin's able to escape over the backside.
1v2.
One enemy remaining.
That
That's a
smoke might
big
have actually
kill.
screwed over his teammate, but no, Henry will find out the trade there. And a very expensive bonus round coming out from Reaver, but they do take their first round.
That was a big kill. I mean, I think Henry, it looks like, is doing fairly well here. Making space, making these proactive plays, and it looks like the aim is on point. But we're starting to get the first wave of ults here. That's the Phoenix ult on Lost in the Sauce, and Fingers on Penguin here. Up Spy Gun doesn't opt to look for that just yet, but we might see a fast B take is what it looks like from here.
Yeah, Albert Chen's not been able to stop these hits as well at all, and looks like he is going to play more passively towards the back halls here.
I like this adaptation here. I mean, you haven't been getting much value walking up, and now making do something else.
Big fight
Look at this.
happening over towards A, or about to happen towards A. Lost in the Sauce, if he goes down here and off angle, Eco cannot adjust in time. Weaker weaponry will win it out.
Really nice
I
bait
must
from
wait a
Henry.
moment.
Running away and kind of baiting the lurker
must
to
wait a
start
moment.
walking.
They're stuck towards their own spawn. They can't go anywhere.
Yeah, I feel like they gave up so much space on B after that pick, and they haven't yet re-cleared A main, so it's just really hard for them. Looks like they're opting to come mid, and that dog actually misses, so they might have a little bit of a timing here on Art. Dragidon gonna be in a position. That's a huge kill on Penguin.
He's stuck here though, but we'll see how long he's able to live behind this box. Sends the dog out, but can't quite find a second there.
Yeah. Even still though, that is a trade that you are happy for if you're on Team Reaver, right?
Jetcracker getting
30
confident.
seconds left.
Gets good damage done, but
Maybe a little too confident there,
Careful now.
the man advantage is gone, but Lost in the Sauce is gonna pop that, but a smoke is actually gonna discourage them from pushing into the Phoenix ult here. Flash goes out, and look at the time. Lost in the Sauce does take down the spike.
Spike
With only
down
10
A.
seconds
10
left, it's
seconds
looking
left.
really hard, especially with the double sentinels. It's just gonna be a save, and
Tag.
Korkio can't even save. No Joy. See what she can find. Albert 10 sits her down. Now the game is even.
Yeah. I mean, Team Reaver are looking confident right now and equalizing up that score line. This looks like it might shape up to be an interesting game.
Yeah, really back and forth, and despite Jetcracker not being off to a very hot start, Reaver are still getting these rounds in.
Yeah, I think Ion have kind of started to go for, Penguin alone, Echo alone, and I'm not quite sure that it's been working out for them. They had this quite like death ball style at the beginning that was working out, and they've changed it, and I'm not quite sure that that's the adaptation that they need to make.
Is Penguin gonna be ready for
no.
this? He's just knife out, no shotgun, no nothing, and Albert Chen's gonna find that first pick.
I mean, those are the kind of plays that are just like so solo here. Oh,
Down. Watch your eyes.
Henry and Lost in the
This
Sauce
is
covering each
Spike
other's
down
backs. Off
Dynamic
the back,
duo.
rather interesting TP coming out from Eco there.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
This is just impossible now.
Yeah, we have Jetcracker.
One enemy remaining.
Maybe lagging out, or maybe
Like,
just playing with his food. Not sure, but the Sentinels are just gonna get punched down.
Absolutely. I mean, like I said, right? We saw these solo lurks in the high ranks, and it's just so risky. Like, yes, you might be able to isolate that one, but you know what happens if there's two there? What happens if you get caught out like we just saw, and then you know you're down your best player, you're down your entry, and it's so much harder for the other players to crack a site open. And it looks like the right read might be being made here, but I mean, Team Ion might just understood that they just need to go fast and crazy.
Well, Penguin's got a Bucky here, and he's got the overdrive as well.
Expect
Comes
this,
out, and
though.
it's a perfect flash, but it also blinds Penguin.
How did Lost survive there?
Here come the fingers, and he is gonna find the first. Takes down the dog too. Penguin going too fast, and Eco will uncloak behind them.
Running low.
This is
That's
just
2 kills
chaos
down.
on this fight.
Somehow misses the dog. We'll connect onto
Oh,
Last
there, that
player
was
standing.
Jetcracker. Eco finds a third now. Now Albert Chen just forced to save this operator.
yeah, what a dominant take there from Team Ion. That looked really strong.
They
Popping
did
the finger,
commit.
you know, having to be able to scout.
Yeah, they did commit 2 ults to it, but a very clean take all around. And the thing about this this Team Ion comp, when you're playing that double Senti, post-match is just so goddamn difficult. If these Sentis can get like their util down, it is
There they are.
it's impossible. It's impossible to try and retake against it, and
Maybe it's a little bit of trolling from both sides going on here. We've seen maybe a DC, maybe too much time as a keyboard warrior from the other side, but you know, looks like mental might still be going strong for both teams.
Santiago's over, man. We don't have to look at that poster.
And the leaf is not that it's not that interesting, bro. Looking for it's like a mid hit here, but we're seeing some mid pressure. I like the way that Reaver have kind of tried to take space at the beginning, forcing Ion to reclear that, but Ion are not really spending too much util on this mid reclear, right? They just go together, walk together, confident in their ability to trade out, and I think they might have picked the right option here. There's 4 on the A side, and they're just gonna go for this fast street play.
Okay, we're gonna see Albert Chen on this off angle. Will he be able to find this one? Wall will
Hard,
go.
really hard. Gets out at least.
Turret out.
Does lose a good chunk of HP, and now NoJoy is just controlling this mid area. Dragondon looks like he does want to go through
Placing
the
swarm
doors now,
grenade.
but yeah, look,
Placing
just look at all this utility.
That's so hard.
Sure, will be spotted out now.
Shot here. That is the firing squad.
Oh, NoJoy whiffing! Could be disastrous, and Jetcracker's allowed to get a reset.
Player
Penguin gets his
standing.
1. Closer traded out. Penguin's now left in a 1v2. Sliding out. And Jetcracker will find his 3rd.
Really big round, and you know, as you said, we saw that Senti util go down, and yet somehow Team Reaver were able to crack that side back open.
No, I was surprised by Melly not popping the ultimate there. Would have turned it into a 2v2 and would have at least kept the pressure up, but
Yeah.
yeah, might have been the difference between Eco, or sorry,
Need a drop.
Penguin winning versus losing that round.
Yeah, I think I would have liked to see Team Ion hold on to that link space for a little bit longer. It looks like they gave it up pretty fast off of that retake, and I think it just would have made Ion's job, or Reaver's job, a lot harder. Look at Jetcracker here.
Or
Oh,
he's dead. Dragondon getting full flashed here, and Henry can't quite find the knives.
Force the smoke and eye out. Look at this pivot. There's just no one on the B site. We might have a fight here. Yeah, that's big. And now Albert Chen can hold on to this main space and make that retake so much easier.
Yeah, completely denying the sideline, which... I mean, if you're Ion, you want to be playing from long. You really want to be playing for the spam here. And especially, Spike's now down in the open.
Look at the adaptation that they've made. Look at where Echo is. All the way into the A site. Do they tap and walk through spawn here?
They can't. They just have to leave No Joy to die here. Pray that she's enough to be bait. And
yeah.
Eco's circling back around, but Henry spots it out, but can't quite line the knives. Dragidon's also being pinched from both sides, and
Spike carrier is dead.
Wait,
Spike's down. B.
The Spike's down. Lost on the sauces. It's gone away. There's 30 seconds left. Albert Chen's now been spotted.
Last player standing.
Big kill.
Now Eco's just left alone versus the operator, and Albert Chen holding down this long position so damn well, finding a 3K.
Yeah, really great play from Albert Chen to walk up there, find that pick on the Cypher, and then just hold down that sideline.
The saving grace for the side of Ion, though, is they do have 4 ultimates.
That works.
I'm curious to see how they pop those here. I mean, they've had what looks to be, you know, a pretty successful time getting on the site, and then maybe a little rougher, like actually holding the site, securing it for long enough to get bombed down and play the time. So maybe they pop that Yori ult to find a way to get onto site, and then spend the KJ ult to hold it. Let's see what they do here.
I'm out.
Penguin's gonna be bit by the dog, but he's still somehow alive and hits the stun on Lost in the Sauce. Dragidon will take down Eco, though. Dragidon, but Cork is still lurking here mid, and No Joy's gonna be taking down Henry. Not able to go off, and Melly caught off. And Penguin peeks, takes down Dragidon, sliding, and Jetcracker's able to find 3. And now it's just Corkio on the lurk. Carol spotted, and she fires.
Cage triggered.
It's gonna be so damn difficult, especially because bomb's not planted for her. Pushing out Albert Chen with that shorty up close. We'll give Reaver their 6th round.
Yeah, Jetcracker coming online there. I mean, that felt like the kind of round that you really need to see from Team Reaver. I mean, Penguin, really great job opening up the site. I can't believe he managed to find his one there, but, you know, once you crack open the site, like, how do you hold it, right? They don't have that much util to stall it out, get the bomb down, and play time, right? They really need to, I think, be pushing something so that they have space and they don't just get crunched on in the flood.
I think this is a problem with just not running the initiator as well. I think you don't really have utility to go beyond just the site itself.
Yeah, that's a great point. That's a great point.
A lot of your utility you want to be using to kind of just be taking these sites, but you're missing things like a Sova drone or a dart to help yourself like get more space further into the site.
Yeah, and I think what's even more rough is that was a round where 1 or 2 ults could have easily changed the tide, and I mean, Team Ion, it looks like they're saving these for marriage. You know, haven't popped a single one.
Yeah, that lockdown could have done a lot, but now it looks like Ion are just slowing it down a lot more, and Jetcracker can't quite find the shots. Takes a little bit of chip.
Yeah, I wonder if Team Ion are playing the where is Jetcracker, let's go somewhere else kind of play.
The Eco ult though.
Here we go.
Here come the fingers pop too, and info's been found on Henry.
Cracked the site open, gotten a pick, traded out. Penguin's looking for some space here, right?
He's blind, but he still finds it.
Blind.
Wait, but Jetcracker's alive! Finds the one, does good damage, and he does pop the res. Albert Chen. Where can he really go though? Albert Chen has his teammates back though, and he finds 2. Now it's just down to Corkio. Jetcracker.
A. Last player standing.
He's detained! He's detained! He's just gonna die!
Oh my goodness.
I have retrieved the spike. You forget. I always play high stakes.
Okay, we were right. The ult did make a difference there, and despite despite Albert Chen's heroics, the lockdown just goes off and takes down Jetcracker.
I mean, Albert Chen really did all that he could there, right? Covering Jetcracker's back, but I mean, yeah, going back into the KJL. Wish we had a replay on that round, because I want to see if Jetcracker like passed back into the KJL, or if he genuinely could not have gotten out of there like in time at all. Firecracker moved on to the B site. It's an early dog mid, spotting one. Are they aware of this mid play here? Looks like Lost in the Sauce is kind of up A main here, so they might have an idea, right? 3 rotating back to that mid side, but Jetcracker's alone here street, and I'm kind of worried about a quick pop on Jetcracker here. Yeah, Echo holding out that flash. They know that the trip is there. They're just waiting to see if someone peeks out, waiting to see if they can catch that timing.
Nope. Right here.
George is gonna smoke off, but here comes the flash. He's just gonna be able to hide him in his own smoke. Pushes out of it, sprays down both the duelists. Killjoy will trade it out though. 2 for 1. Both duelists are down, but that's all the hitting power on the side of Ion.
Yeah. We see a little bit of friendly banter in the chat here.
Stay down.
Oh, nice shot from Henry. Dash
No
is away, able
coming
to...
out. Yeah, Dragidon has him pinched.
This is so hard.
30 seconds left.
This feels like a situation we've seen before. You know, just the 2 senties left alive, no space, completely corralled. I mean, what do you do here if you're Korkio and Nojoy?
You hope Lost in the Sauce puts up a blaze wall and screws over Henry's crosshair placement.
Good.
That's a start.
Optimistic swing.
10
And Korkio's
seconds.
taken down 1, and Nojoy's found a 3rd! Albert Chen is on this flank though, and can completely deny it, and he will clutch out the 1v2.
How do I get away with this?
Man, if
Nojoy making
Nojoy's
that.
planted... Yeah.
Last
she
round
went
before the switch.
There was a world. There was a world for sure.
Yeah, Nojoy trying her absolute damn hardest to make that round winnable.
We've seen some heroics out in this game, and I think actually the heroics have not been from those top ranks for the most part, right? We've seen Henry get a couple of nice shots. Albert Chen has been great, you know, and
Well,
yeah,
there's an Odin. Jetcracker's got an Odin. Unfortunately, it's the wrong read because all of Ion are just sprinting it down B into Albert Chen's op.
oh, misses the shot.
Looks like he
Whisper
wants to save
more.
her another shot. We'll get out scot-free now though, and Jetcracker bring down in the smoke. Flashing through, and Eco will not be able to find anything. Jetcracker can't quite find the sprays. Albert Chen will shoot down Melly. She will have that resurrect up though, but picking up that Odin, but anyone be able to give her that res?
Very interesting smoke out here. Kind of... That's Melly down. Now just a 3v4. Almost coming down pretty late here. Is they gonna be able to hold on? That's a big kill from Penguin. Dragidon maybe going a little bit too early, and Penguin walking up into the smoke, finds another one. Now it's just Albert Chen and they're aware.
Engineers down.
Not aware enough, maybe. 2v2 now on the site.
The Phoenix has all his utility though, but will he be ready for Korkio on this
Last
angle?
player standing.
He is, and now Penguin's left in a 1 versus 2. Info
Nice
gathered.
jump spot. Trying to isolate these fights. Has to go for something.
Last player standing.
Penguin's found another, but he's so damn low, and Albert Chen with that shorty.
I think he
Looks
has
like-
it.
Does he have it? No, he doesn't. It'll be a 5th round.
What a
Penguins managed to stay up alive. Sorry. Penguins managed to stay alive long enough.
Switching sides.
That's a huge clutch from Team Ion there. I think Albert Chen maybe tapping just one too many times, but
Yeah,
going into
trust
this,
in his teammate.
I mean, I think you're still pretty happy if you're Team Ion here, right? Like 7-5, not a bad half, and now you have that double senti util to lock things down. And I think Team Reaver might have a hard time cracking these sites open, right? They do have the double duelist, right? They have Henry on that entry. They have the fade, but
How do you deal with this utility though?
Yeah, exactly. How do you deal with the util? And then once you even get into sight, like how do you deal with the reflood, right? That Neon Yoru comes sprinting in. You really don't have that much util to hold them off.
Placing sentry.
I think Ion are going to struggle here when it comes down to these like much slower paced rounds where they don't really have info on where anyone is without that initiated utility. So Nojoy is going to tank the dog, and looks like A-side is just completely given.
Yeah.
There's a volley on default here, but it is going to jump Henry quite a bit, and it is enough for Penguin to shoot him in the head.
Yeah, how do Team Reaver play this post
Spike
play?
planted.
They really don't have a lot of space here. Draggy getting taken down again. That's a 3v5.
One enemy
Jetcracker
remaining.
down. I mean, now it's 1v5. I'm 1v4.
What can you do if you're Albert Chen? Maybe pray for a couple kills?
My goodness, they're not
Well-
giving him anything.
Well, he still got his one, but 7-6 now, and a pretty big pistol win over for Ion.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we kind of see this on both of these comps, right? These teams going fast, taking the space, getting the site, and then just falling apart as the retake comes in, right? So that adaptation, I think, is going to be key to winning this game.
What a Bucky.
Placing swarm grenade. Placing alarm bot.
Maybe trying to run it down here.
Perhaps. They're playing really light towards this A site here. It's just no joy, and she's not even there. She's playing towards Art. And with only a sheriff,
really
she could get mowed down. Penguin can't really support her if they go towards Art. Here, jump spot.
Oh my goodness.
Will come out, and Dog is gonna hit her.
You can see the fear in the way that she's moving.
Penguin's right behind them. They want her so bad.
Right here.
Oh, this is a nice play.
This is a big kill.
Really
and
nice play.
Jetcracker now has access to a gun.
Yeah, they
Now
found
Penguin-
they've slipped the net.
He's got a ghost though. Hits the one, hits the two, and looks like they're lost. They don't even know where they're being shot from. And Penguin, well, does Penguin know there's a bigger fish behind them?
Maybe not. But if they push this, I mean, Penguin with the Bucky.
I mean, how do you flush out Penguin here?
You can't. You just have to try and find the gap.
That gap is going to be towards A side though. I think NoJoy's utility has gone down because of how far away she is. Eco is in their spawn though with an outlaw and no TP out. This could
30
be
seconds
dicey.
left.
The timing.
Oh, the timing!
Timing.
And Penguin misses the shot. That's a huge opening. A side's completely open now.
Yeah, Reaver have been able to slip through like any crack that is given in the net, right? We saw at the start of the round, like, you know, they looked completely corralled and they managed to find the gap. Just there, they managed to find the gap, and now they're making this
Porkio might be
decision
the
to
next
push.
gap they find.
Timing.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah, that's the gap.
A little.
Eco can't quite find the shot. Bomb is not for them though, and NoJoy domes Jetcracker and finds another.
Thanks.
I mean, really great proactivity there, but yeah, just the rest of the team was
no,
just
no, you
a
don't
little
deserve
too
my
far onto the site,
mentions.
right? And then you're trying to play retake against your own site, essentially.
I think them not taking out the KJ util there was also a bit of a blunder.
Yeah, that turret just hunking them down as they sit there. They're literally caught in a crossfire of their own creation.
I mean, the alarm bot being towards main and not just being broken, like, could tell them too that, oh, no one's main. Despite bomb being planted for main.
Yeah, good point.
There.
Now looks like we are just gonna see a brawl towards B. Eco flash in hand,
They
trying to
hear
set up
this.
Penguin. Yeah, he hears all this, and flash goes out. It's just gonna be one though. Penguin finding Henry, and now Corky is gonna step up to the plate. Does have one trip helping her out here, but oh well, the dog's just gonna sniff it out.
I mean, they are on site here, although maybe not for long.
Last player standing.
Or well, it's messy, and now NoJoy, no ammo, getting run down, and a 9th found over for the side of Reaver.
I mean, nice take from Reaver. I thought that trap play on B long might have worked out there, but yeah, just maybe missing the timing.
I think Eco didn't have the
They were-
weaponry for it either.
Yeah, that 140 was quite unfortunate. I mean, how many? What was the armor like on Team Reaver there? Or Team Wild?
I mean, probably
Team Reaver.
probably mostly full. I mean, yeah, they did invest in the previous round. Now they only have 2 rifles. Penguin's got the fingers, but that's kind of all he got.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Reaver running this play back.
And it's just Melly alone towards Towards B. Oh, Eco now towards the heavens, and the team
Look,
is
they
ready.
have 4 on the site. 4 on the site here. They hold on to it.
Here come the fingers.
Gotcha,
Gonna
fun.
be finding one, but
My
Corkio,
turn.
Albert Chen finds one. Corkio takes down the
Out of charge,
ulting
bye.
Phoenix, and Penguins found 2 with the fingers. Now we're on to a 3 versus 3.
Fingers might run out soon. Then
Albert Chen's found a 3rd. On the
player
sentient
standing.
Penguin runs out of gas. Right at the absolute last second. Now it's just Corkio on the site. And Albert Chen, what a flick to close it out. A 4K.
My ult is ready.
I'm amped. Let's go.
Albert Chen just
I got things
Albert
to do.
Chen's destroying them this game.
taking them out one by one.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate from Penguin running out of juice at the very last second there.
Yeah, I mean, initially that's what I thought Reaver's plan was, like, you know, just trying to hide it out, wait for the fingers to run out, and then, you know, try and reflood once those fingers are gone. And I think that timing was just really unfortunate.
You want to play? Let's play.
Money now is looking quite ugly for Ion. It's just gonna be Penguin with the hero rifle, but it seems like everyone else is forced up too.
Look at this stack, though. I mean, Reaver are running back the same play on the 3rd round, and I think Ion might finally have the read.
Going up.
If they can actually manage to reflood here.
What is happening,
Oh my
Melly?
goodness.
Gonna be traded out, and it's just so
Spike
so
down.
difficult. Eco goes into the smoke for
enemy
another, and now it's just Albert Chen left with his sword of force, and Penguin's gonna mow it down. Ion finally getting
What a
his stack
read.
right.
Absolutely. I mean, now the question is, like, now that you've shut them down so effectively on B side, if you're Reaver, I mean, do you make the call to try and hit it again, you know, trusting that they're not going to restack? It looks like that might be the play that's
Does
happening
anyone
here.
have funds?
Yeah, it looks like they are gonna stack towards A now.
Nice call from Reaver, understanding that, you know, with that shutdown, like, Ion's probably thinking that they're going to go the other site, and we might have a little bit of a fake going on A.
Looks like it's gonna be slow. Looks like the noise is being made towards B.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
it's
huge.
drawing them over. Everyone's rotating over, and A site looks open.
They need to take this timing now, though, if they're gonna make this happen. Like, looks like Melly's already coming back to A, and you have that KJ util set up for Art, so this is gonna have to be, yeah, the timing's gonna have to be fast here.
Yeah, smoke now is placed,
Go,
and
go, go.
Lost in the Sauce is gonna start walking up.
Melly's
Nope.
sending out that cube, but
It is gonna hit 2. Slows him down for a little bit. But looks like we are just gonna be looking down at a 5v5 retake. Importantly though,
Spike
NoJoy
planted.
has the lockdown, which could be really rough, and Corkio's gone down towards spawn now. But yeah, that kill towards spawn is huge. It gives him so much space. Penguin,
Watch out.
they're pushing.
you're trying to defend this KJ ult so bad. Albert Chen might be able to get out in time?
No, and now it's just Lost in the Sauce.
Last
Oh,
player
he can't
standing.
find the shots. Albert Chen, he's the Tan. He can't do anything. He just has to watch and try and save his operator. Eco disrespecting it a little bit. We'll pay for it, but otherwise, yeah, the lockdown is just too strong.
Reaver's mid-rounding is nice there, but
I mean, it was messy. Half the team wanted to fight the ult. The other half just wanted to push spawn or play off.
yeah, I mean, they were able to get onto the site, and then, you know, that KJ will go down, and it really looked like they had no plan, right? Half the team is,
Well,
this,
that's a crosshair. Reaver looked like they're going back to the bread and the butter.
good old hit A, and this time there's no stack waiting for them. The, 2 duelists are over on the A site, taking some space, and
Corkio's
They might have
changing
to
for trips, though.
yeah, let's see if those can catch anyone.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Henry's gonna just dash past it, though, and Melly takes him down.
Big kill.
Being crunched, though. Cracker will trade it out, and Corkio's taking a little bit of damage here. Now Penguin with a really quick flank. Albert Chen TPing, but not to safety. One will come out, and Penguin finds another. Info found now. Where is NoJoy, though? NoJoy is towards mid. Question question is, do Reaver know that? Jetcracker's found a third now. It's an ace beyond the cards. Penguin finds a third and Penguin finds one. It's gonna have to be an ace clutch. But, oh well. Nice try, but he's just walking into a crunch. And NoJoy will trade it out. As now, I think, for the first time in a while, Ion's taken back the lead.
Yeah. The proactivity there
They look
from
like us,
the
but
Lewis
are
is
they
quite
us?
nice on the ace right?
So
They
many
take that
questions.
space and then they're able to
I need a
fast
drop.
flank all the way through.
Thanks.
And then that retake is a lot easier once you have that space. I think Reaver, at bread and the butter is nice, but what do you do when you're getting pinched from the side, you know?
Maybe throw in a mid lurk alongside it.
Yeah.
this
I
is
can
a nice
definitely see
spot.
that. Send,
This goes here.
you know, maybe Albert or
Looks like they're trying it again, and yeah, looks like
Get out of my
Albert,
way.
he is gonna be staying towards mid this time. The duelists are aggressing A, and I think they know that it's just gonna be another B hit.
it looks like deja vu here. I mean, it is the same thing.
They're gonna respect the smoke this time around, though.
Yeah, that's nice because that gives a little bit of time for the Yori 2P to expire.
But there's no,
You
they
might
have
be-
no info mid at all. Albert Chen's just been able to creep up here. Melly does find her one, pops the heal, and it's whiffing from both sides.
Traded
It's
out
going
though
out,
by
though.
Albert and Berkeley.
2 versus 2. But do they know that they're coming through mid, where Albert Chen just came from?
They gave up all this mid space now, right?
Gotta go. Here
Makes
we
the
go.
retake a lot easier for Ion here.
Face your
Albert Chen
fear.
trying to find something. Penguin sliding in. Jetcracker whiffing.
Last player
Well, he
standing.
will shut down Penguin
One
in the end, and
enemy
NoJoy
remaining.
now in the 1v1 against Albert Chen, and NoJoy's gonna win it out with
What
just
a-
2 HP.
What a clutch. What a clutch. These Ion players just absolutely stepping up when they are needed the most. And some banter in the chat. Looks like Ion might be starting to run away with this game unless Reaver can come up with an answer.
Let's see, Penguin's having a hell of a game. 33 and 14.
We are not quite seeing that matched on Reaver's side. Jetcracker, you know, is having good moments, right? Pulling up those 3Ks, but is not quite having the same kind of success, the same kind of one-man dominance that Penguin is. No more bread and butter this time.
Yeah, they're going straight towards mid, and well, it's only a Cypher Cam watching them. And yeah, that Cypher
They are
Cam's gonna
gonna have
be
to
gone.
speed up. I mean, look at the position of Echo and Melly though. They're gonna have to speed up, or else they're just gonna get pinched from
They
mid.
pushed
and
A
I don't
every
think-
single round.
Jetcracker's
Jetcracker looks like
aware.
he's ready for it, but won't be found, and he goes out too
Big
now.
kills. Blinds his teammate, but
3.
you know, gets the third.
One enemy remaining.
And well, it's just lost in the sauce now.
It's a nice kill, but in trouble side.
Lots of damage being found, and it's gonna be crunched, and yeah, looks like Ion are gonna be making their way over to match point, despite
Match
this double
point.
senti comp.
Oh,
They've only
almost
dropped
done?
2 rounds on this attack half.
Cool.
Or wait,
Yeah.
I got it mixed up.
Wait.
Sorry. This double yeah, the double senti is doing wonders on defense. I am sorry.
Reaver are forced on a pretty broken buy here. 2 Spectres, just 3 rifles. You know, meanwhile, Team Ion, 2 ults. They look strong heading into this round.
It's do or die now, though. And they're pushing A again, and no one over on the side of Reaver is going to be here to answer it. They do have Albert Chen top mid, though, but they just break his trip and leave.
They have nothing to contest, and now it's so obvious that they speed up B. I mean,
Yeah,
look at
Penguin's here.
Penguin already sprinting all the way over.
Oh, that cam spotted them!
I'll find you.
And there's basically 4 here on the retake.
Yeah, Penguin's going to find his one.
Like I never
So
left.
you don't take it down.
I'm out of here. Shot.
One
From
enemy
Penguin, and
remaining.
it's just back and forth. Jetcracker can res though, but will he be given any resets?
player
Jumping around,
standing.
not quite, and now it's just down to Albert Chen. 1 versus 3 in mid. No spike. No
I
gun,
know
and
exactly where he is.
I don't think they're going to give him anything. Oh, well, I say that as they all swing him one by one, and Ion will close it out with a very dominant defensive half on this double senti comp.
Yeah, it was close until they just started running away. Reaver really had no answer there.
Yeah, Reaver will be moving down, what? I think their records will be matched now. Reaver at 3-2, Ion moving up to 3-2 as well. And yeah, monstrous game from Penguin. I didn't even know this. Almost 500 ACS. Point that out, but yeah, 37 and 16. What a game from him.
Yeah, multiple incredibly impactful 3Ks, 4Ks, you know, just kills where it really mattered, honestly.
And yeah, as always, thank you for watching. I'm not sure when our next game is, but I think matchups will be dropped later tonight as well for the next week, so be on the lookout for that. As always, thank you for watching, and we will hopefully see you all soon.